We've had RVs for over 10 years, so we're no stranger to the RV lifestyle or what comes along with it. Over the last 9 months or so since we went full-time, Angela and I have really worked hard to know each other's jobs and to be able to kind of backfill each other as we're getting ready to go or as we're getting set up or anything in between. Angela wanted to learn all the parts of getting ready to go and getting set up just in case, heaven forbid, I ever get hurt, break my foot, whatever, and I'm not able to do certain things. So one thing she hasn't learned yet is how to dump and flush tanks. I've been on her about this for about 9 months now. It's never a good time. She's got a headache. There's always some reason why we can't learn how to dump tanks. Well, today she's ran out of excuses. We're gonna get Ange and we're gonna have her go through the entire process of dumping and flushing tanks with you guys just to show you it's really not that big of a deal and anybody can do it. So, Ange, are you coming?
I'm coming. Ready.
Oh, Lord.
Let's do this.
That's a trash bag shirt. It is important to remember your safety gear. You are dealing with sewage and dirty bath water and stuff like that. So while she's probably overdressed, I think she's got what it takes to do the job. So let's get into this.
So what do I do first?
Well, the first thing we got to do is get the sewer hose out. And I want to use my Rhino hose, and that's the one on the very back. So what you're going to do is just give that a twist. Pop that lid off. That's your donut. You're going to need that. Set that down. Let's go ahead and drag that hose out.
That's not the kind of donut I like. Ah! Yeah. So what do I do with the donut?
Okay, the donut's important because you have to have that to create a secure seal to the sewer. So there,
twist on?
Yeah. So there's our sewer on the ground. Go ahead and take that cap off. Just screw that in a thread or two. Okay.
It doesn't have to be super tight?
No.
Okay.
Now, you'll notice that our Rhino hose, and it's gross, but it has these little divots on it, on the side.
I noticed it.
Those are going to twist lock. Those are going to twist lock into here.
Anywhere?
Yep, anywhere. Okay. Is it locked? Give it a little tug. Good?
Is it okay?
Yep, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Now, the only thing to remember here is your sewer inlet for the trailer is right over there. So you kind of wanted this to be in the straightest line possible. So see if you can give that a twist. A little more. There you go. That's better.
Okay.
Okay. See, you knew enough to do that.
I've had those little Chinese finger things before.
Go ahead and get into your sewer box.
I'm struggling. Do you need all of it?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, so what you're going to want to do, it's really important that we have the hose as level as possible so that everything drains out. So since the camper sits higher than the sewer inlet, we want to put the high side underneath the outlet and roll it to the dump.
Oh, it slopes off.
Yeah, it's taller on one end than the other. And you set it right under where your sewer hose is going to travel. You're going to pull it all the way to the dump inlet and put the hose on top of it before we start dumping. Go ahead and pop your safety cap off and twist that on. So one hand there, and you're going to want to hear it click. Okay?
I felt it click.
Alright. Okay. So something we did, if you remember, is we put these Valterra safety valves on so that if we have a leak on the main valve of the camper, it doesn't come out on the ground or, heaven forbid, all over me and you while we're doing this, right?
Okay.
So go ahead and open that safety valve. Okay, notice nothing's coming out, so we have no leaks. So now we're going to go into our Nautilus and open the blight valve. Let's go ahead and crack that hatch open. Excuse the mess. This is real stuff, people. We live in this thing.
This is unacceptable.
Alright, so you got gray tank, black tank. So let's go ahead and pull the black tank. I hear it. And now we wait. Okay, So the black tank is almost finished draining down to the bottom. What do we need to do next?
I know at some point, like, you lift it and make sure, but I think you flush it or something.
That's right, we're gonna do a good flush since we're here at a full hookup campground. I wanna go ahead and flush about 20 gallons of fresh water through the system, and I'll walk you through how we're gonna do that now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and shut that black tank valve. Go ahead and push that shut. All right. You'll notice on this hose, I've got black tape around it because that's my black flush hose.
Okay.
So what you wanna do is take your quick connect to here.
Okay.
Now the other end of it needs to go into this quick connect up here.
Up here?
Yep. It should push in until it clicks. All right, then just turn your cold water on. All right, you're flushing. So the next thing we want to do is take a measurement down here on our flow meter that tells you how many gallons it went through. What's our flow meter saying right now?
267.7.
All right, so we want to get it to about 290. That's how many gallons we've ran through it since we last changed that water filter. So we're going to run about 20 gallons of fresh water into the black tank to fill it about halfway up. I think it's 38 gallons. We're going to run about 20 gallons through with the black tank valve closed. And we're going to shut that water off and we're going to dump it again. Do you know why it's important that we set a timer?
Yes, so we don't overflow and have poo water all in our camper.
Right. Right. So I usually don't fill it any more than about halfway up, and then we'll let that sit. We'll come back here in a minute. We'll dump it, let it run dry, make sure that we have some clean water coming out towards the end. Add a little chemicals, we're good to go.
Okay, so our timer went off. Our flush should be done or where we want it. Now what?
Go ahead and shut the water off. Leave all that hooked up, so we're gonna need it again in a minute.
Okay.
Now just pull that black tank valve again.
Don't look.
That flush is gonna it spins in there and kind of washes down the sides of the tank and gets like extra solids and stuff like that that may not have come out already. And that's gonna wash the rest of that out. So if we did our job right, should have pretty clean water coming out.
I don't see chunks of anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look super clean because the sewer tube itself is dirty and stained because
Poop.
yeah. But we've got pretty clean water coming out at this point. Once that finishes draining out, we'll move on to the next step.
Okay.
Okay, we're done draining. Tank's completely empty. You look super excited for the next step. All right, let's do the same thing we just did. Let's go ahead and shut that black tank valve. We need to put a little bit of water in the tank so we don't get a turd mountain situation going on. You want to start with fresh water in the tank before you put chemicals in.
We're going to turn it back on?
Yep, so go ahead and shut your black valve. Turn your water back on. So we're just going to watch our flow meter till we have about 5 gallons of water in there, and then we'll be ready to finish this all out.
Okay.
All right, we got some baseline water in the tank, so we don't have a poo pyramid going on. So let's shut that water off. And we're in good shape over here, but the next thing we're going to want to do is rinse this hose out, because this hose is going to have stuff in it that we don't want in it. So the best way to do that is to rinse that out with some gray water, and we've got a full tank on the back for our kitchen sink. So we're going to move this hose to the back. Same thing you did here.
Okay.
The first thing you're going to want to do is unhook it from the trailer and walk it up, drain it so nothing comes out on the ground. Then you're just going to take it to that back
Do I need to shut this valve?
Yep, go ahead and shut your safety valve. Now when you go to pull this off, you want to have your hands on the side and the top, because you'll probably have a little bit of water come out at the last second. There you go.
You got me.
It's okay. All right, drain her out.
Can I hook it up and then do the stretchy thing?
It all fell down.
Okay.
Let's open this up. So you got your safety valve first. Okay. And you got another valve right over there. See it next to the sewer hose holder? Right underneath where it says gray tank on the side there.
Oh, here.
Yep. Let her rip. And so what that's going to do, that sink water that's got dishwashing liquid and everything else in it will rinse a lot of the stuff out of the hose. It doesn't make it sanitary, but it definitely keeps the hose from stinking as bad when we pull it out of that tube.
Okay. It's a little Hartley. Aww.
I love that you keep a good sense of humor, even when you're dealing with all that nasty stuff.
I'll lay it away from the poop.
Go ahead and shut off the valve on the trailer first, then we'll shut off our safety valve and we'll put all these hoses away.
Okay, valve is shut. Safety valve is shut.
Alright, I'm going to disconnect. Drain your hose out real good. So for now, go ahead and break your donut loose. Now you'll probably want to use that to get those threads loosened off. So I'd set it back on there and go ahead and loosen your donut. Remember how tight that thing is?
Ah! Man,
Yeah.
I need help.
Kind of have to use it like a wrench. Remember when you helped me put them on?
I blocked all those memories out of my mind.
Good to go. All right, let's put up that accordion. I'll give you a hint, it doesn't all go in easily.
No kidding.
All right, so you can just slide that under the camper for now and I'll put it away. So the tanks are dumped. What did we learn today?
That I'm very happy to have you around.
But not
No,
that-
it's not as bad as it seems. It's not. I'm sure you get used to that delicious smell.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just get to the point where if it doesn't smell, you wonder what's wrong. So yeah, so the last thing we need to do is go in and put some treatment in the toilet,
Okay.
and then your job is done here.
Yes. Yeah, not too bad. I've been dreading it, but I'm happy that I know how to do it.
We already know how to do roof inspections.
Yep.
You know how to do tire inspections.
Yep.
You know how to do roadside checks at gas stations to look at our springs and our lights and things we have tied down and secured.
Yes.
You know how to use the tire pressure monitor.
Yes.
You know how the airbags on the truck work, and you know how to pull the trailer.
Yes.
Because what I've learned today is my job's about to get a whole lot easier, because now that I know that she knows how to do it, I'm thinking I'm on easy street. So
Blasphemy.
this may be the last pair of rubber gloves I put on for a while. If you guys and girls enjoyed this today, go ahead and give us a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and push that button for us. We definitely need the subscriptions. That's everything in YouTube land, so help us out with that if you would. And don't be afraid to get out there and get your hands dirty safely and in a sanitary fashion. And get out there and dump those tanks, America. We'll see you guys on the next video.
See you later. We fix my hair. I think it's pretty wild. Your gloves don't have poo on it.
And now we wait for the poo. It's a dirty job. Where are you going with that? That don't go there. Where'd you get it from?